Now, Japan's government has released a photograph of a North Korean tanker anchored alongside a Maldives-registered vessel last weekend. The vehicle, flying the flag of the island nation in the Indian Ocean, may have been transferring fuel. The Nikkei Asian Review reports that the photograph was taken from an aircraft belonging to Japan's Maritime Self-Defense Force and Coast Guard just days ago. The illegal at-sea transfer is the fourth instance of foreign vessels transferring goods to North Korean ships. So far, Japan has been the only country to patrol the waters of the Yellow Sea between China and the Korean Peninsula and the neighboring East China Sea. Now, Japan is seeking help from other nations to keep North Korea's maritime smuggling in check. There are global sanctions against North Korea which prohibit the transfer of goods to Pyongyang. So far, the illegal transfers have been of crude oil or refined petroleum products. The Maldives is currently in the iron-fisted grip of the dictatorial President Abdullah Yameen. He has sacked and arrested the judiciary and opposition and consolidated all powers within his own office. President Yameen is also accused of selling entire atolls of his island nation to both Saudi Arabia and China. Under his rule, the Maldives has become a protectorate of China, of whose Belt and Road Initiative the Maldives is a part. Now, exiled Maldivian former President Mohammad Nasheed disclosed via Twitter that international smuggling operations to regimes under sanction are nothing new under President Yameen. In the tweet, the former President Mohammad Nasheed, who was democratically elected but ousted by Mr. Yameen, refers to allegations of corruption faced by Mr. Yameen that date back to the early 2000s. Mr. Yameen, who was then with a state-owned company, had allegedly sold nearly $300 million worth of oil to Myanmar's military dictatorship, which was also under international sanctions. Nasheed alleged that nearly half the money from the sale had disappeared without a trace. Meanwhile, President Yameen's regime has issued a press release in the name of the government of the Republic of Maldives. It reads, and I quote, "The government of the Maldives in no uncertain terms refutes the assumption that a vessel named Yuan is of Maldivian origin. No such vessel is registered in the country. Further, we condemn in the strongest possible terms the use of our national flag in a manner so as to tarnish the good standing and reputation of our nation and that of our people," end quote. All right, joining me for more on this story is WION's senior foreign editor Padma Rao. Padma, this seems to be the latest in a series of controversies that have been dogging President Yameen's government.
Yes, absolutely. And in the meantime, I'm pleased to inform you, Ramesh, that WION has a bit of a break on this, a bit of a breaking story on this. We have tracked the vessel Yuan 18, which is being, the president of the Maldives is saying is not registered in the Maldives. We are on two leading websites, shipping websites, international websites. One is www.marinetraffic.com and the other is vesselfinder.com. And you can see here that Yuan 18 is very much a tanker. It is registered in the Maldives. Its dimensions are 77 meters by 23 meters. And its status on this website, which is a live website, it shows you exactly where the ships are, in which part of the world. And it says that its last registered position as of February 8th was at 11:06 UTC, which is Coordinated Universal Time. The tanker was indeed spotted in the South China Sea. And also its speed and course were 9.8 knots and it was at 260 degrees. Now remember, WION is breaking this. This is the first possible reaction to the president or the government of the Maldives, a statement denying that this vessel Yuan is registered in the Maldives. And this is not the only website which shows Yuan as a Maldives registration. If you could perhaps zoom in here, you will see that it says the flag that the tanker flies is that of the Maldives. Right. And there is another website which is marinetraffic.com and vesselfinder.com, and it pretty much lists the same thing. It gives you its dimensions and it also tells you where this tanker was last seen. On this website, it was seen a little a little earlier, but indeed you can see that there are, the movements of all vessels on these maps, and this is where the WION 18 was spotted. This is the South China Sea. This is very much the disputed area where Japan says this tanker was spotted by a surveillance aircraft.
All right. On that note, Padma Rao, thank you for joining us with all the latest on this story.